Guys,
Yeah.
welcome. Annie, thanks for joining for the cast. Dendi,
Hello.
Guzu, you've settled your maps. You're about to start the semifinals. Loser will go up against Tyler if he still wants to play. He said he might not want to, but that's not something you can keep in your mind too much now. Right now, for you guys, it's all about the grand finals spot against Ampi. If you have any words you want to share, now is a great time. Lobby is up. Game name is in the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, may the best man win. I feel like I played Dendi before. We did a show match, and I will say it was a pretty close match, but Dendi ended up out-microing me like an absolute god. So I'm excited to play. I think it'll be fun, and we'll have a good match.
Yeah, love Guzu, all the best. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of fun. Hopefully for viewers it's gonna be fun too. Let's go!
Dendi, Guzu, thank you both for also accepting the tournament invite, putting in the work, leveling up your skills. It's been very fun to watch your streams, playing my favorite game of all time. Thank you for coming to this game. You, and you too, by the way, Annie, and everyone listening, you've all inspired many thousands of people to come back to Warcraft 3 again after a long time, or to start their own journey for the first time, as people see how much fun it is and has been, and as they've seen you play. So you've inspired many. The Warcraft 3 scene is abuzz with this news. Thank you for your part in that.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you. Thank you for inviting. It's been honestly a great time playing a complete new game, and Warcraft 3 community has been very, very welcoming actually to me and a bit also other participants in this tournament.
Yeah,
One
I
of the
agree
most-
with that. Sorry, go ahead, Dendi.
One of the most amazing time for me so far. I love playing Warcraft. It's a lot of fun, good memories. Thank you so much, Grubby, for making it possible, for making it happen, and of course, thanks to all the OnlyFans. You know, because I guess that's also part of the reasons we're all here. So it's pretty cool.
All right, guys,
Yeah.
I'm going to let you go concentrate on the semifinals. We'll do a little mute and deafen on both of you. We've got you in the lobby. I'll ask for ready, and then it's showtime. Good luck. All
Hey,
right.
exciting.
All right, exciting.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the lobby. Just have to do a quick ping check. Looks okay. EU West, EU Northwest. Oh, this is really clean. I don't even have to
32,
use...
39, yeah.
Don't even have to use ping equalizer, which carries just a tiny risk of desync, as we saw yesterday. 7 ping difference. I don't think anyone will complain. How was the
It's very
FFA?
fair. It was fun. I was so scared to attack anybody, so I was trying to just build a base. And I thought it was going well for me when I managed to get away with peasants and come back and rebuild. But yeah, the second time I tried to do that, I just didn't have enough gold to rebuild anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty oppressive getting attacked by Chimera and then by Soda. But that was a great
Yeah.
It's a great game. You did great. Let's start with the first game. What are we expecting here from Guzu, Annie?
We're expecting him to stick to his gut, his bones, and his shirt as well. Stick to Pala Rifle and do what he has practiced and polished very well. I mean, he plays his Pala Rifle really clean. We saw him play the previous matches where he goes really offensive with it. He takes his militia all over to the opponent's side as well. It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to pull this off against Dendi. Because I do think that Dendi will adapt his build to counter Guzu. And from my limited knowledge, I think that would initially be to get a lot of footmen with defend.
Yeah.
Or what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's true. I was actually doing a little bit of theory craft as well. If it was me going up against Paladin Rifle, what would I do? Because
Right.
I don't know if you know, I'm not a human main, so it's not something I've ever had to solve as a problem.
Right, okay.
So of
But you
course,
probably have a decent idea. So what were you thinking?
I think there's two possibilities. Either you go for an expansion and then triple barracks, blacksmith, footman upgrade, and you just flood ants like a hill of termites all over Guzu.
Just tons of footmen.
Just triple racks footman, tier 1, 66 population, from an early expansion with 1/1 footman upgrade. I think that could work. It's like Sunglitter's strategy, but evolved.
Yeah.
Like if a
Right.
potato evolved into an extraterrestrial instead of extra subterranean, that's what it would be
Right,
like.
started growing some limbs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And start walking around being evil and so on. The second option, I think, could be still early fast expansion. We're talking not second camp, not third, not fourth, first camp, like Dendi is doing. I think this
It looks
Absolutely
like
fine.
he's doing it, yeah.
Yeah. Second option is you
He's
do
going for
this,
it.
you do the tier 1 expansion, but then you hightail it straight from tier 1 to tier 3. You just skip tier 2.
Ooh.
And then you go mass
for
knights.
is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would still use some footmen with defend to bridge the gap.
Right, because it's going to be really expensive for him to go expansion and go tier 3, right? It kind of slows him down a lot.
Well, that's what I used to think, especially like in the first many years of Warcraft 3. It used to be like, if you go for a tier 1 expansion, logic dictates that you would have to go for a tier 2 mass army, because tier 3 is
Yeah.
just a bridge too far. You're already late with tech. But recently, that claim has really been started to be challenged, as people have cut down on the amount of towers they make, which leaves more money to also go to tier 2 and tier 3. And then
Yeah.
basically by playing on the enemy side of the map, if Dendi spends a lot of time in or around Guzu's base, that's going to be the extra few minutes he needs. And an expansion by human, it pays itself off pretty well. This is built in 40 seconds, total investment 600 gold. It's going to earn itself back in 1 minute after being made. And then after 2-3 minutes, you're
Right.
already ahead. So you might as well go tier 3.
Ooh, so that's why the instant expansion is so important, to get it
Yes.
ASAP out of the way.
Exactly. So just kind of talking about expansion timings. If you do 2 camps and then an expansion, you do it from a healthier economy. You've got more money in the bank when you go for it. And you're a bit more resilient against harass. So a later expansion is like a safe expansion. And this is a greedy variant where if there was right now units on its peasants, it would be absolutely devastating. But what does Dendi know, which everyone else knows as well? Is that Guzu is going to go for Pala
The
Rifle.
build he's playing? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I see. Right, so if he didn't know what Guzu's playing, this would be too risky.
Yeah, exactly. If it's
Yeah.
Archmage, you can't do this because the other guy will be like scouting with a footman, sees the expansion, it's like, oh, I guess I'm going on a peasant killing spree. But Guzu has been nice enough, such a great guy. He's been nice enough to let everyone know what build he's going for. And because of that,
That is very commendable. It's very nice of him to being so honest and so ethical, not only with the choice of build, but also, by sticking with it. It's actually very nice of him, very charitable.
Exactly. It'd be such a surprise if he did like Sunglitter's build. He's like Archmage Mass Footman.
Do you think there is any world where he would do something crazy like that?
No.
Not this game, obviously,
No,
but...
never. Even if he was behind
No.
0-17 in a best of 35, best of 33, he would still not do it.
Wait, they just passed each other. Just missed each other.
He's gonna have to return home. Militia. He was actually gonna militia creep his natural expansion.
And he intercepted.
Yep. That's good for Guzu. A little bit of advance warning. Kills a footman, gets level 3. So Dendi just wants to spend time on Guzu's half of the map to buy more time for his expansion that
To
is
waste
running.
his time, yeah.
He is late with his tech up to tier 2. Every second wasted is a second wasted.
Right. Yeah, because his army has no chance against this. He has 5 rifles already.
Yeah, like he can't beat the rifles right now. He's finally going to tier 2, so decent timing still. 7 peasants in gold, gonna run a little bit low on lumber. So Dendi, either he's gonna hang out here and go back into the main, or he's gonna creep this camp, then go back into the main. He wants to make sure that Guzu never passes the halfway line.
Go back to his main base, you mean?
Yeah, I think Dendi should keep ping-ponging between Guzu's main. Like, if you look at Guzu's main, right, and his purpose,
Yeah.
spending all of his money on upgrades, rifles, and blood mage. There is no tower, no lumber mill, no arcane, no guard tower.
Yeah.
Wall-off is not complete. So if Dendi runs there, what does Guzu do? Let's say Guzu is here and Dendi is in his main. He has to either run back or town portal. If he town portals and Dendi gets stuck, Dendi can town portal as well. Then Dendi can buy another town portal and do it again. Repeat. It's the 2 versus 1 based town portal trade trap.
Right, which is much more worth for Dendi because he can afford it.
Yeah, it's like as if he has double income but is living in the same city as someone else.
Yeah.
This is a big
What's
camp.
he going for now? He's going for the middle, aiming to try and intercept him again, perhaps?
Yeah, he wants to make sure that he positions kind of in the center of the map. Just like in chess, occupying the middle gives you a kind of map control where you can affect everything around you. By Dendi walking through the middle, he's hoping to force either encounters or to intercept a go for his expo. When he realizes that's not happening and he doesn't feel an attack coming in his expansion, he thought, I guess I could just creep then. But yeah, there is an attack here, so he has to pull back. So
he has a decent, healthy number of footmen, though, except the one that's getting killed by the camp.
Yeah, it lost the footman to the camp. But let's say both of them spend a lot of time... oh, nice target fire by the Blood Mage, trying to get the kill on that water elemental. Surround attempt, oh my god, it's an instant success.
Oh my god, then these Dota skills coming into play here.
That's a Devotion Aura level 2. Guzu blundered.
Oh!
He doesn't have Holy Light level 2 and actually has Devotion. That's why the Holy Light was so small.
I think he's panicking. He wants to get him out.
Oh, there's a knowledge gap here. Guzu just suffered from a knowledge gap. He had a greater healing potion and a health stone. They are different items, but just like in World of Warcraft, different items sometimes have the same they have the same cooldown.
Oh, the same icon.
So he gave health stone, but it was still on a 45-second cooldown, so he couldn't use it again. He thought he was going to save his Blood Mage with it, but wasn't able to do it. Now we see Dendi going for a Tinker. He's using the AoE rockets.
Oh my god.
Have you ever even seen this hero?
I've never seen this hero before. No, I've never seen this before.
The Tinker be like, hehe, glad I could help, and comes in with some special goblin machinery, throwing some ingenuity from a goblin rocket packs. It does, I believe, 70 damage in an AoE radius. It trickles in and is a total of 70 damage. And then also does a mini stun, like a micro stun, like 1 second or something, which makes everyone lose their focus for a bit. It's quite spammable, it's cheap. By the way, Dendi is also known for playing Tinker in Dota 2, so he's even reprising a fan favorite hero that many people know him for.
I remember from a previous match where he talked about Tinker. I asked my chat what is Tinker, and they said it's some kind of hero in Dota. And then I was like, oh, and I moved on. I didn't realize it's a hero here as well.
Yeah.
That means there was more to the context.
Yeah, so of course the hero was here first, was then used in Dota 1 custom map, and then eventually Dota 2 was made from him. And just like in this game, he has rockets there as well. He's actually quite a controversial hero in Dota 2 because it's a high skill hero, but it's also very annoying to play against. Oh, huge militia flank! Lots of footmen coming in from this side as well.
Oh my god, yeah, he's getting surrounded.
Guzu trying to siphon for all he's worth. He's got a Holy Light. Where is he going to use it? Tried to save a rifle, couldn't. There's so many units from Dendi. How can Guzu adapt to the situation? All these
trying to lock him in again, and yeah, he got him.
He got the surround. He's got the surround.
He got the surround.
Does have a health stone too, by the way. But what can Guzu focus? He can't kill all these footmen because of the vent upgrade.
There's too many, yeah.
Oh, Guzu blundered. He didn't use heal stone, health stone, heal scroll to save his Blood Mage. He died with 2 consumes that could have saved him.
Do you think it would have been enough though? Maybe he felt like he would burn through the consumables and then he would die anyways.
Yeah, you're actually right. He was surrounded with no way to get out unless he handed TP, so maybe he was saving the consumes.
Yeah, maybe. Because this is a lot of... Yeah, GG. It's a lot of footmen.
That's a game 1 for Dendi. Annie, I talked about some of the plans that might happen or what Dendi might be doing. I mentioned 1 racks into Knights. Mentioned 3 racks. Dendi went for the in-betweener. He's got double racks footmen and was heading towards tier 3 as well. Great response. Loads of footmen with defend. Take ages to even take down. And then he was going to go to Knights if that wasn't enough.
How many footmen was that? Like 10, 15? Yeah. I don't know. That was so many footmen.
I think the second number
so he just made a bunch of them that he knows will hold its footing until he can then spawn Knights, basically.
Nice one. Yes. They held their footing. Was that not on purpose?
They held their footing.
Was not on purpose?
Not on purpose, but once I said it, I was like, wait, that sounds good.
That sounds kind of familiar, yeah. But yeah, absolutely. So even if those footmen didn't do any fancy micro surrounds, even if they didn't kill any riflemen, they would have still taken literal minutes. I'm not exaggerating here.
Prolong the game,
to kill, and then eventually Knights come out.
Yeah. But Dendi with his surrounds, he is so insane at the micro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was, at some point, I think he was using the Tinker to surround, but then he realized his Tinker is dying. So he had to quickly move out the Tinker and quickly replace it with some new units while the Tinker was running away. And, you know, thinking about all that in the middle of the fighting, some insane plays.
Yeah, that's like a surround shuffle where a weak link is threatening to let the surround go, and you have to quickly replace it with something else. It's a very difficult skill to master. Seeing Dendi do that, it's amazing.
Yeah. Surround shuffle, interesting. Let's see, new game, new name or same name?
New name. Yeah, I posted it in the Semi 2 Dendi Guzu.
Yeah, I see the chat now. Didn't see it before.
Seen someone saying, chat, Tyler 1 isn't forfeiting. Oh, he saw how bad Guzu was and he thought, I can do this too.
Wait, maybe this is Guzu's plan? Because he wants to play against Tyler. He's like, I'm going to play bad on purpose so that Tyler will play me.
Yeah,
how
maybe.
Nice of him. Always so charitable.
Imagine trying to farm content like that. Like, you're going to lose against Dendi anyway, so you try to make yourself look bad so that you can farm the Tyler W.
Yeah. Alright, I am in. Do you expect any changes made in either of their strategies?
Dendi is a
I
showman.
guess we know the answer for one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. That's what I'm thinking. He is a showman.
He could definitely do something special here and still, you know, make it pass off as a valid strategy that works against Paladin Rifle. From Guzu's side, he's going to have to keep the same hero, unit choice, and build order. But what he could try to do is, and it's a little crazy, instead of trying to get level 3 or 4 with his Paladin, he could try and see what happens if he immediately moves to the expansion. If Guzu knew what I knew, what a lot of experienced players know, is that the counter to Pala Rifle is immediate expansion. The very first camp you do, would trying to disrupt that possibly be more valuable than being high level on the Paladin?
Right. Okay. Yeah. And at the beginning, there's not that many footmen, and he's behind in economy because he's doing the expansion. There is no defend ability, so that's the perfect time to try to snipe it and at least slow him down.
Correct.
Because we saw the number of footmen that's a rich economy that allows that.
Yeah, exactly. That's true, and that would indeed be normally, traditionally sensible to do against an early expo, to mess up their expansion taking, try to stop their peasants, maybe kill some. If you're there at the moment, Annie, when the town hall gets put up, even though it has a high progression rate of building, you can immediately right-click it, and because it has no building armor yet, you can actually break it and suffer like 30% town hall damage, like resource damage of a town hall, over 100 gold. And they have to rebuild it, and oftentimes they won't have enough lumber to build it again. That's the dream. But among all builds in the game, Pala Rifle is probably one of the worst to be fielded aggressively across the map.
Is the worst to be... What's that? Could you repeat that?
Yeah, I think Pala Rifle and maybe one other build are least well suited to move across the map early.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see.
So the Archmage is going to come out in 5. That means he'll be at his expansion at 220. The hero from Guzu comes out at 230. So his hero comes out and would then need to walk for 30 seconds here. Do we think that the camp will already be done? Most likely. So most likely Guzu is locked in by his own choice of practice, which of course he always knew was going to be a risk, but he decided to see it through with the way he started and, you know, simplify it and make sure that he can play something that he has a lot of practice with.
Would it be too wild for him to take his little army and bring militia as well to attack this?
Militia lasts for 42 seconds. I gauged the rush distance at the militia movement speed. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, he nearly killed the militia. I think they will probably be alive for about 8 seconds by the time they get to this natural. So I like what you're thinking. I thought of it myself as a possibility, but you would have to do something amazing in like 5 seconds. It's very tough to make that work.
It's tough, yeah. Maybe kill some of these peasants who are low HP is the best thing you can do, but then you just have to walk back, and what was the value? Maybe not so much.
Imagine sending just one rifleman. If you knew that this was going to happen and you send one rifle, you kill 2 peasants. But of course you don't know that the peasants are going to be that low.
Yeah.
By the way, Guzu did make an adaptation to his build. It may look the same
he did?
to the untrained eye, but actually he did an
Yes.
adaptation here where he did double farm tech instead of the build that I taught him, which was a quad farm tech. And he was taught
Okay.
a build by Saul Apeman, which was a triple farm tech. So this is his own concoction. Double farm tech has him have no tower. He has fewer peasants. He has slower riflemen. What does he get in return? Earlier Blood Mage timing. What if he goes for a super early Blood Mage, and instead of opening with Siphon, he would actually open with Flame Strike?
To attack the expansion?
Yeah, Flame Strike would be a valid win condition because it's AoE spell damage that bypasses the defend upgrade, which stops piercing damage. Additionally, Dendi has already inflicted damage to self. He lost 1 peasant to creeps, and then he also actually spent his final gold nugget, which made his peasants temporarily go back home and stop auto-building because there was no bonus money. Guzu also did a farm scout and is actually attacking a peasant with his own peasant. And it made Dendi run the low peasant away because he was afraid of this crazy farmer with his shovel.
Yep. Wait, maybe he should have done militia on this one first.
Yeah, I think maybe...
On that one dude.
Actually, Annie, he sent the militia. It was over here. I don't know if you see. You don't see it. It was over here. It got ensnared by the creep.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah,
Wait,
so-
he's actually sending militia right
He's
now.
doing what you said.
He's actually doing it.
Oh my god. And he's not going to creep, I don't think. He's actually going in for the attack. This is a fantastic play by
Oh
Guzu.
my
Great
God.
adaptation, but he has to be fast. When you're base trading, you have to be the first to hit. He's waiting too long. This tower is still cancelable. It's at
Yeah, these
90%.
towers- yep.
If he clicks it instantly, it's a kill. If he doesn't, it's not a kill. He has to click the tower right now.
He's not clicking it.
He didn't click it. And now it's finished. Now it can be repaired. Now it has armor. He can still click it. He can use his peasants from the south side to prevent
going
repairs. It is going down, but look at this.
Wait, what are the peasants doing?
Well, they're not doing anything. They're not on attack move.
Okay.
Dendi now did a base trade. This is exactly the town portal trap that I was talking about that two base players want to do. If Guzu TPs, he's kind of in a catch-22. He's going to have to TP. Then Dendi can TP, but he won't do so quickly. Oh, he will do so quickly. Okay, he could have actually stayed.
Oh, he did instantly. Yeah.
Okay. Peasants are back home. Guzu stopped the mining. Dendi's still tier 1. Blood Mage is out. Guzu didn't lose many peasants. And it's nighttime. So the first town portal you can buy from the Goblin Merchant is at daytime. That is in about a minute from
Ooh,
now.
It's available soon. Yeah.
Yeah, and this shop doesn't offer TP until you're tier 2. So Dendi cannot do the same thing as he did before, trading TP. Guzu is immediately attacking again.
Oh, he is.
And there's the second barracks.
And that's why Dendi has to stay here. He's anticipating it.
Yep, he's even trying to spam mass towers, but Guzu is back. Gavin Rat the
Yep.
Dyer is out for his pound of flesh.
Oh, this is rough though. His army is so small.
I don't see defense upgrade yet. Is this Siphon or
Oh.
Flame Strike? Oh, he did go for Siphon. So no defense upgrade means these footmen are uniquely killable. Any rifle loss is completely unpermitted, and Holy Light was available for some seconds already. So that was a big
panicking.
blunder, and that's a huge surround by Dendi.
Oh, this around on the little rifleman. Oh no.
Rifles are in production, but look, there's one rifle stuck as well in the base. This rifle won't be joining. He's not.
I see it.
He's not actually stuck. He's stuck by the lumber peasant that's AFK and lazy.
Oh, really? It's not actually stuck?
Not actually, but this peasant has collision. Oh, he noticed it now.
Okay, he got it. Oh, he's going back in. Maybe he was noticing that the defend upgrade wasn't active, so he's actually able to do some damage.
Plus, he has
But that was the third tower, though.
no other win condition either. Like, he has to try. He has to go back in. Another surround attempt.
Oh, another surround.
This is crazy. He's trying to target fire the Archmage. Holy Lights have to come out repeatedly. He's going to give a healing potion to the Blood Mage.
He does have a healing, yeah.
He should not use it. He should use Holy Light first so that he can stagger the Holy Light cooldown. But he used it because he panicked. He was afraid that the swing
got
animation
out.
of Holy Light wouldn't be fast enough There's another Holy Light.
Yeah.
The towers are about to finish. They can burn a lot of mana. They're 90%. It's so important to hit these with piercing units. He's going to take down one, but not the other. And the Paladin will... Oh, he did take it down as well!
He got one, yeah, and a second.
Oh my god.
All 3 down.
And a Guzu could be doing it. There is
Wait,
defend upgrade now,
Is
though.
he actually gonna do it?
Maybe.
Oh.
That was a late Holy Light.
Then he pulled one footman back that was low. Yeah, it's starting to be rough now. The damage is just non-existent.
Surround on the
Oh,
Paladin.
and he's surrounded too.
Okay, he's trying to get out, but it was reshuffled in by Dendi. I think this might actually be a Paladin kill. This could be a micro victory.
Yep.
Banish! Banish unlocked! He does the Banish on Blood Mage, which got level 2 at the opportune time. It becomes physically immune. There's enough mana for another Banish. He does it again, and then he loses the surround.
Oh my god!
He's getting
Does
taken
he get
down.
him? Oh, he got him.
Oh my god. Guzu couldn't
This
get out
shuffling is
on
insane.
time. Yeah, Dendi's micro is actually so sick.
Oh god. Yeah, his blood mage is stuck too.
Guzu just did
Is
an
there
esports...
any way for him to get back now?
No, there isn't. He just did an esports head shake. He's laughing, he's talking, he knows. He knows he's been trounced. He's enjoying his final moments in this tournament as a contender for the grand finals. But he knows ultimately the writing is on the wall. He's trying to get his final exit kills, but Dendi was a wall that was impenetrable. He couldn't go around, he couldn't go through it. Dendi used Mass Footman, the most basic unit of the human, the cannon fodder, and he was able to beat Guzu over the head with it.
And you know, we witnessed something new here. Guzu actually did do a slight adaptation of his build. He went against what he originally said, so he showed us something new, and honestly, it was looking pretty good at some point. He was actually able to push through, got all the towers down, and got a decent amount of footmen down as well. But in the end, Dendi's micro is just too insane.
And the economy. He managed to actually stop Dendi's income once with that town portal trade.
Yeah.
He was in a decent spot. We saw some cool adaptations, like you said, the peasant scout, the peasant murder attempt, the militia run-in afterwards on the second go. And ultimately, I think there's a way that Blood Mage can stay alive for a lot longer, that Paladin doesn't get surrounded. But you need more experience against people that actually can close the surround, that can make that trap happen. Once you have more experience, you will start feeling the surround coming. You'll start to preemptively move away as the gap is closing, knowing there's an opportunity. But Guzu doesn't have that instinct yet, and how could he with so few weeks of play? In fact, it's crazy that Dendi has this instinct already after such a short play.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think that's well, the Dota background. I think it has to be ingrained in him because he's so good at Dota. It's one of the skills that actually translates and becomes a natural transition into this game.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, playing a MOBA is already somewhat adjacent to Warcraft 3, but more so in Dota, where there are several mechanics that are similar, such as you can deselect your hero in Dota 2, which means you need to get good at reselecting it. You can control multiple units in Dota 2. When you look at Heroes of the Storm and League of Legends, you cannot deselect your hero, so you never need to learn how to reselect it.
Oh, I didn't know that. My experience in any of those games is quite limited, so I don't know the
Players'
specifics,
forces are
but
under attack.
I knew about some other mechanics too, like creep denying, for example, right? That's also a thing in Dota, not in League of Legends.
Yep, that's true. That's completely true. Loads of armor on the Paladin. He's got 50% damage reduction. That means he has an effective health of 1900 or so, almost.
Ooh.
However, look at that. There's 2 footmen in the peasant line. Will Guzu notice it? Will he be able to do anything? And every single time rockets are peppering all the riflemen, he's getting attacked by gunpowder. Here's some rockets for you. Holy light on the rifle. That means he's gonna let the Blood Mage die.
The Blood Mage, yeah.
GG.
And there is the GG.
Dendi,
There's the GG.
Dendi 2-0. Fantastic play. That means we're going to have a Dendi Grand Finals against Ampi. And Guzu
yeah.
will be in the 3rd place against either a willing or unwilling Tyler. We will see.
Well, hopefully now, since he got 2-0'd, maybe Tyler will feel brave and willing to give it a chance. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's up to him. Ultimately, you know, it has to be voluntary. I've heard some
Of
noise that
course.
he will or he won't. We will see how it goes.
Yeah.
It is a best of 3 for third place. If that doesn't happen, it's straight to the grand finals. But let's take a 5-minute break or so as we figure that out. But first, let's have a short chat with Dendi and Guzu, Annie.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
GG's.
Hello.
Yeah,
GG's.
good
Great
games, Guzu.
job. Yeah, great job, both of you. And congratulations to Dendi for now progressing into the grand finals.
Yeah, congrats,
Yeah,
Dendi.
clappy.
Very dominant play. I was theory crafting on how to tackle Pala Rifle as a human. I was thinking, like, should it be 2 racks, 3 racks, footman, going into knights? You figured all this out by yourself. You have such a good understanding already of the macro. Even though you're completely new to human, the way that you understand a lot of these game concepts and implement fantastic micro, those surrounds, the surround shuffle, and even adding some of your own flair with Tinker second, it's really insane and it's great to see.
Oh, I'll be honest with you. It's not just me. I got some advices from my coach, the second coach, who also helped me. Like you helped me a little bit, and then Foggy helped me a lot. Like, so he told me about this, what is good against Power Rifle. And I played it first time though. Like, I never bought Tinker, for example. And I honestly, I didn't want to go mass footmans. I wanted to try something else, but the way the game was going and the amount of pressure Guzu put on me on second game, like, I just couldn't buy anything else. Because I was like under crumble, you know, like Guzu almost got my expo there, and that would be a turning point. I had no shield upgrade on my footies, like, it was tough. Like, my militia kind of saved.
Guzu, in game
Yeah.
number 2, you had a great adaptation where you sent an early peasant to get information. You even tried to make him into a murder peasant, killing 2 low peasants, slowing down Dendi even more. And then Annie was theorizing you might send in additional militia with an early attack in order to try and destabilize Dendi. You did this. Great adaptation within the restrictions of having a build order that is somewhat counterable. How do you feel
Yeah.
about how that went?
Yeah, so what I like to do when I play Pala Rifle is I like to adapt to my opponent, which I tried to do. Obviously, I'm quite limited because I play a very straightforward strat, but I saw he was going for the early expand, so I figured if I scout again and I maybe attack it a bit earlier this time around, I could maybe kill the expansion and get a little bit of a lead, but then the superior micro definitely destroyed me. He surrounded my units so well, and I crumbled a bit. I felt like I had a good shot when I attacked the base first, but after the second loss, when I lost my Blood Mage and my Pala, it was looking rough. So I'm happy with how I played. Dendi was just better. So
Yeah, you did
okay.
really well, honestly. At some point, you even got all the 3 towers down. It was starting to look pretty good. You were looking strong. But yeah, that micro, when your heroes would get surrounded, it's pretty brutal. And there isn't much you
Yeah.
can do at that point.
I'll be honest, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm saying this. I apologize. I was actually considering going into Sun Glitter's book and doing double rack, but I didn't really feel comfortable doing it because I feel like I would probably mess it up a bit. So I figured, you know what? Let's go with a stable Pala Rifle. I knew mirror matchup is really bad for Pala Rifle because you could just footy defend, but I
Yeah.
figured I'm gonna stay true to my Pala Rifle and give it the best I can.
At some point, you were doing really good, like, hit and run thing, and I even started panicking. But I think after I started panicking, you started panicking more. And
Yeah, it was bad, it was
you
bad.
just start running at some point, and it gave me like upper hand. Because when you
Yeah.
were doing hit, run, I was doing like almost no damage to you. And at some point, I felt, okay, I'm losing this one, you know, like, I'm losing this fight. I should try to surround. I'm running, trying to body block you.
I was trying to
Yeah.
bait you to turn off your defense so I could kill your rifle or like your footman fast. Oh, that's a cute
Ooh.
dog. Oh my god.
Dog just arrived. Was in the garden. Didn't mean to distract you. Interrupt the conversation.
No, it's okay, man. No problem. I like dogs. They're good. Little Logan.
GG's. Dendi, you're going to go to the
GG's.
finals with Ampi. But first, we will have a third place match as Tyler has unforfeited.
Oh, okay.
Hold
Excited.
jump.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Nice,
He's
we're gonna
brave
play.
now. He's like, wait, the Pala Rifle went down. Surely I can do this too.